ready to get underway. Burnley against Charlton Athletic here at Turf Moor. Pitch not in great condition. It's windy, it's rained hard. We're perhaps just a little bit fortunate to be playing. A minute or so away from kick-off. Both teams in a huddle. 2 changes for Burnley, remember. Alan Mahon in, Andrew Coyle in. They replace Akinbiyi and Mark Randall from the starting 11 at Stoke. Burnley will get us underway. Burnley in claret and blue. Charlton their away strip. It's blue and black vertical stripes, dark blue shorts, dark blue socks. And there defend the goal to our left, the Jimmy Mack end. Burnley will get us underway. Critical the Clarets get off to a good start here. Phil Joslin ready, blows his whistle. We are underway. Immediately back to Alexander. Going to just see how the pitch plays early on. Long ball from him, that'll go all the way through to Nicky Weaver, formerly with Man City. Tries to bounce the ball, but wasn't going to be able to. He'll clear this out of his hands. Attacking left to right, Charlton just gets caught in the wind. The wind with Burnley in this first half. Lafferty can't win that, though. It'll break here for Semedo. He's going to go back to Sodje. Sodje with the clearance, only as far as Alan Mahon. Touches it onto Lafferty, on in turn for Coyle. Nice touch from Coyle, but doesn't quite come off. And that'll be a throw to Charlton, who are meeting Burnley 4-4-2 here. Long throw for Lita, who's got tons of pace, and Burnley are going to have to watch him today. Here's Holland looking for Thomas. Well cut out by Alexander. Elliott on here for James O'Connor. Burnley starting brightly, trying to get a move going down that right-hand side. Here's Blake. He might spot Lafferty in a bit of space. Goes for Harley. So unfortunate to give that penalty away on Saturday. Harley with the ball forward. It's easily cut out. Loose ball picked up by Mahon. He spreads it wide for Alexander. On in turn for Elliott. It's that difficult part of the pitch on that far side. Looks to be playing okay. First impressions. Here's Alexander. Uses Varga. Varga on in turn for Harley. Harley right-footed. Coyle was offside, but the header won anyway by McCarthy. Harley will win the next ball. Sodje to win the header. And it's a good clean header as well. James O'Connor battling away. There's an infringement. O'Connor on Semedo, and that'll be a free kick to Charlton. Inevitably all eyes are going to be on Andy Gray. Great servant for Burnley. This scoreless run, you're going to be careful, Burnley, today.
Yeah, we know what he can do. Give him a chance, he'll score. So let's not give him that chance tonight. Keep him marked well throughout the 90 minutes.
Sorry, Keith. Ball in, it's come to nothing. It was Ambrose, I think, trying to keep it in play, and that's gone behind for a goal kick. Conditions aren't easy, are they? Just looking across, there's 1 or 2 areas maybe not quite fit.
Yeah, there is, I would say. Maybe the referee hasn't seen that from down in his position, but from where we are, pretty high up, yeah, there's 1 or 2 dodgy-looking places there, Phil.
You'd have to be careful with back passes tonight, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Here's Király with the kick, his 400th league start across the world. Great touch from Blake to take it down. Feeds Lafferty down this left-hand side. Lafferty up against Halford. Ball inside for Mahon. He'll look for a crossing here. Not a bad ball. Header just over the bar. It was a good one from the Clarets. Good ball in. It was James O'Connor with the header. Smallest man on the pitch, but over the bar. Good little move, wasn't it? It's just a shame it fell maybe for James O'Connor.
Yeah, fantastic control from Robbie Blake, wasn't it? Controlled it first time, played it out left to Lafferty. He played it in, and a great ball into the box there. Was it John Harley? And only just over the top there. For a small man, O'Connor did very, very well.
Yeah, it was good work. Far side with Thomas, cut out by Alexander. He loses out though to Matt Holland. There's an infringement here. James O'Connor on Matt Holland, and that'll be a free kick to Charlton, just on the halfway line. We've played, what, 3 minutes? No score. Ball forward though from Thatcher. Picks out Gray. 1 or 2 boos for Andy Gray. Gets it wide for Thomas. Here's Thatcher once more, back in the side today. Wings in across, that's Király's. Easy take for the Hungarian international. Immediately rolls it out for Coyle. Gave Coyle a bit to do. He gets it back off the referee, would you believe? Coyle just, I think, being held off there. That's an infringement. Strange situation. I think Phil Joslin just apologises, but he played a nice little 1-2. Yeah. Coley with the referee there.
Nice bit of play by the referee, wasn't it? Yeah, I think he'd lost control as well had Andy Cole there, but yeah, good of the referee just to play it back to him. But it's a free kick for Burnley.
Varga to take it, picks out Lafferty with a nice delivery. Lafferty will collect this, coming inside, outnumbered. It's Matt Holland to win the challenge, but it'll be a throw to Burnley. Almost level with the Charlton penalty area. Here's Alan Mahon, getting in the box, looking to get a ball in. It bobbled, I think, awkwardly for him. And that'll be a goal kick. Early stages, but so far very little between the sides.
No, a couple of chances for Burnley. A great chance for O'Connor. Just can't get above the ball enough and a foot over the top. But Alan Mahon there trying to get in the box and ball off his boot and behind for a goal kick. But other than that, not a lot at the moment.
Burnley don't give it away. It's James O'Connor on to Elliott. Bit of progress here for Wade Elliott down the right-hand side. He's going to be up against Ben Thatcher. Needs support maybe. He's still taking it down that right-hand side to try and get a cross in. He's won a corner, has he? He has. The first of the game. A quick hello to Wayne Ormrod, who dropped us a line. Enjoy the game tonight, Wayne. It's a big one for the Clarets. The Clarets need 3 points tonight, and they've got themselves an early corner on that far side. And it's going to be Wade Elliott to take it. The first corner of the game. And Elliott's going to try and pick out his man in the box. Swings one in. It's too near the keeper, and Weaver took it under not too much pressure. And perhaps the first corner of the evening a little bit too close to the keeper. Yeah,
it was on that occasion, but just looking at the wind, very, very strong wind in Burnley's favour in the first half. Let's try and make it pay tonight. Maybe it might just drop the pitch out slightly as well in places, because as you said, it's a bit dodgy down the middle at both 18-yard boxes and one or two other areas of the pitch as well. But strong wind might just help tonight.
Yeah, the lads were told, I think, to concentrate on the two areas that have been heavily sanded in front of each technical area. But it's okay. We're playing. Lafferty's down this side, and usually the linesman's in front of the James Hargreaves stand down this side, which we don't see too often. Might help Lafferty a little bit, because he does stray offside occasionally. This is Cole. Bit of space for Andrew Cole. He helps it on. He'll just have to be helped on in turn by James O'Connor to Alexander. Here's Varga. The crowd lifted when Cole got the ball. Mahon's come back to collect this. Ball forward from him. Given away, though. And Holland will just help this on. Given away, though, to Alexander. Elliott's in space. Alexander will take this on. Gets it wide to Elliott, giving him too much to do. And that'll be a throw to Charlton. The Preston game, apparently, has been postponed. So that just gives indication what the weather's been like. It's Preston against Wolves, that game off.
Yeah, the way it was going, the way it went across Burnley earlier on, they probably got it later than we did, so maybe they got it more or less on kick-off time, Phil, and not enough time to work on the pitch, so maybe we were lucky there tonight.
Yeah, just give us half an hour, didn't it? Here's Blake, great takedown from Blake, helps it on to Lafferty. Lafferty looking to take on Halford here, big test for Carl Lafferty today. Halford's quite a player, and he's got the better of that challenge. That's a great dive in from John Harley to block, and that'll be a throw to Athletic. We played 7 minutes, the crowd up for it, and it's goalless so far. It's going to be Greg Halford to take the throw. Chelmsford born, he's got a long throw. We've seen a few of those in the last couple of games, but it's as long as anybody's. Varga with the header and did well. Burnley be prepared for it, don't you worry. Ball back here to Weaver. It's not easy in that area. Elliott was going to chase him. Long ball forward. Gray and Varga tussle. Gray flicks it on. Carlisle gets it away. Semedo wins the next header. Might just fall in there on that far side for Holland. Burnley stab it away, but there's an infringement. It's gone against Andy Gray, I think. And a Burnley free kick. All those times he used to be penalised in claret and blue, and we're sort of happy to see the free kick given tonight.
I know, yeah. It's like deja vu, isn't it, for Andy Gray tonight?
Blake trying to feed Cole. It was close. James O'Connor flicks on for Alan Mahon. Here's Alexander. Burnley perhaps started the brighter of the two. No real chances, though, created as yet. Here's Cole. He'll come away from the front line to try and collect possession. Cut out here by Mahon. Here's Cole. Lafferty's in acres of space, and Cole spotted him. He's onside. He'll collect it by the byline. Looks to get a cross in deep towards the far post. It's Thatcher with a comfortable header away, but Burnley trying to win it back into Van Ball there, but nothing given. John Harley still in pursuit. Cross comes Varga to try and deal with it, but it's a free kick. Harley on Ambrose, although there was a hint of handball, and I think Harley certainly thought Ambrose handled it.
Yeah, I thought he did as well, but blindside of the referee. Linesman was down there though, but missed it. It's a free kick for Charlton Athletic.
Yeah, and Halford coming forward. Well, I think Leiter might have been offside, didn't get through to him. Here's Mahon, looking to use his skill here. Nips past two. It's good work. He's still got possession. Has a look up, looking for Cole and Elliott. Cole's taking it down well. Helps it on to Elliott. Good play from Burnley. Elliott's gone in the box. Can he get a cross in? He's looking for Blake at the far post. Headed behind by Sodje. Fantastic move from the Clarets. And instrumental was Andrew Cole.
Yeah, earlier on tonight, nice little flick. You know, he's got it all, hasn't he? It's just there in abundance. But that was great vision. He knew that Wade Elliott was behind him. He had his back to him. He knew where he was. Played it over his head, and a great cross in.
It's gone short to Elliott. I think it'll come back to Blake. He'll get to the byline here. Whips it across towards the far post. It's not his best delivery, but it will be another corner. Headed behind, I think, by Halford. And this time, does Lafferty want to take a quick one? No, it's going to be left for Blake, and that's sensible. Lafferty took up a far post role on Saturday at Stoke. He may just go there again this evening. Varga, I think, is going to be at the far post this time. Here's Blake with the delivery, right-footed. It's aimed in there. It's an easy header away on this occasion. And Burnley will have themselves a throw. It'll be... I was going to say Alexander to take it. It will be left for Alexander. Carlisle and Varga just jog back. 10 minutes played. Burnley's certainly been in the ascendancy so far. Here's James O'Connor, clips it into the box for Cole to try and deal with. He's taken it down neatly, looks for the back heel. It's cleared by Thatcher against Cole. And Jerome Thomas will get it away, will he? Under pressure from Elliott. It's gone back to Thatcher. Thatcher with a good clearance, but out of play. The lads are up for this, aren't they? That's obvious in the first 10 minutes. Yeah,
they started the right of the two sides, Burnley. Some nice touches from most of the players out there tonight, which takes a bit of doing on a pitch like this, but credit to them. Yeah, they've had the strongest start of the two sides.
Mahon looking for Lafferty here. I don't think he'll keep that in play. Right idea, but it'll be a goal kick for Nicky Weaver and Charlton Athletic. Charlton offered a draw now. Wouldn't be unhappy, I don't think. And Weaver's taking his time already with the goal kicks. Phil Joslin can't quite believe it. But Weaver's ready now. The record here, Burnley 14 wins, Charlton Athletic 6. 4 draws. You've got to go back some way for Charlton's last win in the League Cup back in '96. Varga impeded by Andy Gray. He does get a lot of decisions against him. We used to say that when he was in claret and blue. Varga to take the free kick. Cole just standing in an offside position. Let's see what Varga does here. He's going down the line towards Lafferty, but it's easy for Greg Halford. Won the header well. Ambrose keeps it in play. Feeds Gray. Nice touch. Varga in strong. Concedes the throw. Just inside the Burnley half. And it'll be Greg Halford to take it. He's on loan from Reading. Like Leroy Leiter is. Like Sam Sodje is. It's back to Sodje. Sodje back in turn to McCarthy. McCarthy with the ball forward. Gray and Varga battle again. Gray thought he was impeded. Doesn't get the decision. Mahon with the ball forward. And that'll go all the way through to Weaver. Andy Gray protests again. Didn't get the decision on that occasion. Weaver will punt the ball forward once more. Again, Varga and Gray battle. I think Gray got a touch on that. Thatcher with the ball over the top. Burnley need to be careful here. John Harley wins the header. James O'Connor next to the ball. And there's Halford just to try and get it back in there again. Burnley got to be careful on the toes here. Ambrose and Gray combined. Got it wide to Jerome Thomas. Chance here for Thomas. He's having a run here, Alexander. He'll whip in across. Good block from Alexander. Needs to pick himself up. Thought he got impeded. The linesman agrees on that far side. And that'll be a Burnley free kick. He's a quick lad though, isn't he, Jerome Thomas?
Yeah, it was away, wasn't he, on a grassy part of the pitch in the box there as well, but Alexander managing to just get the better of him. He just caught him, didn't he, as well, so it's a free kick for Burnley. But, he's going to have his hands full tonight, you know, he's Andy Gray with Stan, isn't he? Big lad.
Big lad, Stanislav Varga did well at Stoke. Relegated from the Premiership last year, Charlton. They've had 8 seasons in the Premier League. All those parachute payments that we've mentioned time and time again. But Burnley, very, very close to them. Just 4 points separating the two sides. Here's Harley, wins himself a throw. Burnley can go within a point tonight with a win. Referee tells John Harley he's OK to get on with it. Here's Varga. Ball inside for James O'Connor. Not a good touch, and that's given it away. And away come Charlton. There's cover here from Varga. It was a strong challenge from O'Connor to win it back. Here's Elliott. Fancies a run here at Semedo through the middle. Comes inside for Alan Mahon. Alan Mahon looking for the ball over the top. He's overhit it. It's the right idea. Through to the keeper. And Weaver takes it with ease. 14 minutes played. No score. But Burnley certainly coming out of the gates quickly. Here's Halford, good touch, took it down well. Former Colchester player, gets it down the channel for Gray. Always a willing runner in those situations. And he'll try and whip in across. Hasn't won the corner, but it'll break here for Ambrose. But Burnley will come away here with Alan Mahon. He'll have a look up, try to find Blake. Blake was being watched very closely by Sodje. Here's Halford once more, seeing a lot of the ball and impeded by Alan Mahon. And that's a free kick to the visitors. You've got to go back 25 years. Burnley won here 7-1. Charlton had 2 players sent off, Derek Hales, Mark Hazelwood. Stevie Taylor and Billy Hamilton both got hat-tricks in a 7-1 win. Burnley were relegated from this division that year, when though Frank Casper won the Manager of the Month award in the month of February. Free kick to the visitors, and the ball's moving, I think. Cries of "get on with it" from the crowd. It's Patrick McCarthy to take it, takes it right-footed, pumps it in there. Sodje couldn't win the header. It's a wasted free kick. He claimed the ball was moving. You can believe it, can't you, because the wind is really blowing.
Yeah, it's a strong one tonight. Awful conditions forecast for later on tonight as well, but strong. It's in Burnley's favour in the first half, but we haven't managed to make it pay when it has been the last few home games, have we? It is strong tonight, though.
No, you'll pick it up on the mics. It really is blowing here. Header won by Sodje. Flick on here from Gray. Varga to it first, did well, just had to get it away and hacked it away. Blake trying to take it down, but it's Sodje that wins the header. Cross comes James O'Connor. It's bounced off Jerome Thomas. Nobody can get it on the deck just for the minute. But away come Charlton. It's hit the referee once more. Not the first time in the game. And here's Carl Lafferty on the halfway line. John Harley going on the outside of him. Got to get it on the deck, and you've got to try and play football today. Lafferty making progress. Uses Harley. Can he whip in across here? He can't. It's gone towards the near post. And it's Sodje with the clearance. It was effective, but not very fashionable. But he did get the ball away well. First ball thrown to John Harley goes way over his head. I think that caught the wind, but it will be a Burnley throw. Almost level with the Charlton penalty area. Here's Blake, nice little skill, got away from one, tries to whip in across, looking for goal. Oh, header away, and that was close to an own goal, but McCarthy got there, headed it behind, and Burnley's best chance of the game, and it was nearly an own goal.
Yeah, great play again, Robbie Blake. What a good cross that was, wasn't it? Just wanted to put it in the back of the net, nearly was by the defender.
The corner's too deep, and it's gone out for a throw. Burnley trying to get that deep ball in to the back post, beyond the 6-yard box even. Didn't work on that occasion. McCarthy must have been very close to putting through his own net there, kid.
I think it looked like it was going in from here for a second, didn't it? But yeah, it must have been very close there. Great ball in from Blake, though.
Yeah, fantastic work from Blake. It was a top-class ball. Here's John Harley. He'll look to make progress here. Blake's trying to run the line. He'll collect it. Might have been hint of offside, and the linesman agrees, so I thought it was. The crowd not happy. Robbie Blake not happy. He was just running behind the line, wasn't he?
Yeah, just maybe it's difficult from here, but the linesman's right on the action there. But yeah, it's not often Blake's offside, is it? It's usually Owen Coyle, but caught him there on that occasion. But Burnley's still the brighter of the two sides, Phil.
Yeah. And difficult conditions. I can't emphasise that anymore. It's going to go through to Király here with Gray in pursuit. £1.5 million the fee. There are add-ons with Charlton getting the Premiership. They were one of the favourites, but faded a little bit in recent weeks. Well, it's given away. That's sloppy from Burnley. Ball over the top, looking for Lita and Thomas, and the three up here of Charlton. This looks promising for the visitors. What can Thomas do? He's cutting inside. He'll fancy a crack. He's wasted that opportunity for me. He had men in the middle, went for glory and smashed it way over the bar when he should have looked for the square ball.
And when you say way over, it was way over, listeners, I can assure you. Yeah, given away, was it Alexander? Bad ball there, but caught Burnley out, and they broke very, very quickly. But yeah, should have done better with that. Thomas way into the back of the David Fishwick stand, the old cricket field stand there. It's a goal kick for Burnley.
Yeah, it's Halford just flicks it on inadvertently. McCarthy with the clearance. Always an impressive player, Patrick McCarthy. Here's Alexander. Looks for the long ball for Cole to chase. Always the favourite, McCarthy. Gets it back to his keeper, who won't want too many back passes today, but dealt with it well. Alexander wins the header. Elliott inside for James O'Connor. Helped on here for Blake, who's onside. He's OK. Ball back inside. Nicely done for Mahon. Mahon looking for Lafferty. He's overhit the ball, though. and that'll interest the keeper, and he'll collect it. He's got the vision, hasn't he, Mahon? But he just hasn't quite got the range at the minute.
No, he knew where he was. They seem to know where each other are, the Burnley players. Unfortunate there, because he just didn't get it out to the left. It was into the box and easy for Nicky Weaver.
Header won by Halford. Flick on here from Gray. Carlisle was alert to it. Finds Harley. Oh, didn't have time to dawdle. And very nearly got caught. And Ambrose will help this on. Gray will get there. Leiter's in the middle. If he can be found, he can. Oh, but he can't connect. It might still fall for Thomas. Edge of the box on that left-hand side. Can he get a ball in here? He can. It's headed away by Clarke Carlisle. Burnley need to deal with this. It's headed on, and Elliott will clear here. Did well, Elliott, but bounces off Blake. Charlton are getting some possession all of a sudden here. Here's Patrick McCarthy on the halfway line. Helps it on to Ben Thatcher. Back in the side, the Welsh international. Clips the ball forward. There's an offside here against Leiter, and it's not even close. Burnley will have themselves a free kick. First real scare of the game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Good cross, Sandy Gray down the right there. And too much on it, though. And yeah, they really haven't been in the game up to now, Charlton, have they? First 10-15 minutes, it's been Burnley having the majority of the play tonight. Some nice touches as well, Burnley.
Elliott can't keep the ball in play on that far side from the goal kick, and that'll be a Charlton throw just in front of their technical area. Alan Pardew under a little bit of pressure. He was expected to get the side back in the Premiership, first time of asking, but automatic promotion is probably beyond them now. Here's Thatcher with the throw. Bit of tussle there, and Burnley do get it away. Cole can't pick up the loose ball. McCarthy, full-blooded, wins the challenge. Harley's got a chase on here with Ambrose close to him. Wants the ball to be out of play, and the bounce of the ball obliged. John Harley's got himself a throw. Needs somebody just to come a little bit closer to him. He's looking for Lafferty here. Can't win the header, though he thought he was pushed. John Harley with a clearance this time right-footed, and that'll go out of play for a Charlton throw. Greg Halford to collect a spare ball. It was a big hit at Colchester. The move really hasn't worked out at Reading. Here's Sam Sodje, former Margate player, helped on again to Halford on the halfway line. Halford clips the ball forward. Carlisle wants his keeper to come, and Király obliges. Easy take for Gábor Király in yellow and grey today.
These tracksuit bottoms are going to weigh a ton, aren't they, by the end of the first half?
Yeah, you wonder about that, don't you? That's perhaps not the wisest bit of clothing to wear on a day like today. Harley in to win the header. Helped on by Semedo, and this is a chance for Gray, trying to get it over the top. I think Leach would have been offside, and I still thought he was offside there. Certainly offside originally. Carlisle will get it away. He's offside, definitely. And Burnley will have the free kick. A strange one, because we saw Ismail Miller score in the FA Cup on Sunday. I thought he was blatantly offside, nothing given. And Leiter was clearly offside first time, tried to get back onside, maybe was still marginally offside.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, I saw the cup goal on Saturday as well, and the weekend I thought it was offside as well.
It's changed a little bit, haven't it?
Yeah.
And that does create confusion. Here's Király with the kick. I think some linesmen treat it differently than others. Headed away by Sodje. He was linked with a move to Burnley before Carlisle came to join the Clarets. Here's Elliott. Nice little turn. He needs support. He's turned again. Helps it on here to Alan Mahon. Mahon helps it on to Harley. Down the line is Carl Lafferty. Ball forwards under hit, and it's well cut out by Matt Holland. Always chases everything, the Bury-born midfielder. Sodje helps it on to Semedo. It's gone wide here to Ambrose. Good play from Charlton, deep in their own half. But here's Greg Halford, a chance to break forward and pick out Leiter. Bounces off Leiter for Gray. In sharply there is Alan Mahon to win the ball. Here's McCarthy again, helps it on to Thatcher. We're halfway through the first half. No score here, and the wind is picking up once more, as you'll have heard. Work for Varga, gets there, just helps it on to John Harley. I'll have to clear this, does do. I think hint of Blake being offside, but he wasn't interfering with play. And here's Lafferty to try and take it down, to try and run at Halford. And he won himself a throw. No, it's gone the way of Charlton. I think it probably was the right decision. But the wind picking up again, Keith.
It is, yeah. It's getting stronger. They said it might do, and they were right tonight. It is very, very strong. You can hear that, listeners, I'm sure.
Yeah, it is. It's blowing harder and harder as the night seems to go on. Lafferty inside for Blake. Blake got his feet caught there, but he's won himself a throw. He's going to give the free kick, I think, is Phil Joslin, which is probably sensible refereeing. He's 49 now, Phil Joslin. It's his last season. It was announced yesterday he's got the Johnson's Paint final at Wembley. So congratulations go to him for that. But Blake's got a free kick here. It's what, 35 yards from goal, perhaps a little bit more. Cries of shoot. The wind could just catch it and cause problems. Varga's up at the far post, Carlisle's at the far post. He went for the near, which possibly wasn't the right move. And will Thomas keep this in play? He wants it to be a Burnley throw. For once, I think Robbie Blake just got his radar wrong there.
Yeah, he did. Not something he does a lot, but with the wind as well, he might have just made better use of that.
Ball through the middle that Weaver will collect. Charlton keeper. Remember, 2 changes for Burnley today. Mahon for Randall, Coyle for Akinbiyi. Mahon just nicks that off for Ambrose, but he conceded the throw. It's good to see Alan Mahon back in the starting lineup.
Yeah, it is. Good player. Flat act. And we haven't seen enough of him, have we, through injuries, but it's fingers crossed. Hope he's with us to the end of the season, fit, because we need a fit Alan Mahon, don't we?
He's never scored at Turf Moor, and there wouldn't be a better day to do it than today. Is Ambrose just helped it on. Gray goes to the floor. That's a free kick. Varga on Gray. Gets about 1 a game, I think, Andy Gray. It'll be a free kick here to Ambrose. And to Charlton. Plenty up. Burnley will keep Andrew Coyle up. With 20 minutes left in this first half, Charlton have got an opportunity here. Throwing men forward. And it's a ball in from Ambrose. Deep one, really deep. Király will get there, will he? Falls on it. Is he taking it out for a corner? He has. Charlton's first of the game. Desperate to get his hands on it. Maybe just went too far to collect it.
Yeah, I think he did. He was stretching, wasn't he? Very good attempt, but took it out. Corner on the far side. First one of the first half, as you said, for Charlton. And we need to defend it, Phil, and get it out.
We do. Corners have been an Achilles heel during the season. And Burnley have got it absolutely certain here. They've got men on the ball. Lafferty's been pushed here, and the referee needs to take some action. He's being pushed all over the 6-yard box, and I think the 2 lads are being called to them. I think it might be Halford and Lafferty. Halford pushing further and further back to try and get as near to the goal line as possible, and they're still pushing even when the referee's had a word with them. Swung in. Can Király come for this? He can't. There's a header one at the back post, cleared by Lafferty, and he's got some distance on it with his left peg, and it'll be Weaver's, I think, to collect. Didn't look certain. We'll get there. Kicks it left-footed. Burnley need to win the next ball. They do through Alexander. Here's Semedo. Looks for a touch for Thomas and given away. Burnley won it back here, have they not? Semedo and Thomas did well. Thomas collects it. Back to Thatcher. Cries have come on Burnley. The crowd realise what a big game this is. Varga's done well. Wins the challenge. Gets it wide for Alexander. Alexander looking long for Blake. He'll have a real chase on his hands here. But was a bit too much to ask. It's come off Lita. Gold boots of Leroy Lita. And Burnley have got themselves a throw in their own half, front of their own technical area. Burnley play Wolves here on Saturday. Preston a week on Saturday. The ground man have drained by then. Ball forward, cut out by Sodje. Burnley can't win the loose ball though, and Sodje's still got it. Gets it wide for Thatcher. Clips a ball forward, but out of play. And Burnley have got themselves a throw. Here's Elliott, looking to try and make progress down that right-hand side. Thatcher, big and strong, got in ahead of him. That's going to be a free kick. It's gone against the Clarets, gone against Graham Alexander, I think. And Thatcher will take the free kick. Lita trying to work the line. He's got up against Varga, which is dangerous for Burnley. Király will come and collect. Want Carlisle picking up Lita, don't we? Perhaps Varga picking up Gray.
Yeah, maybe. They play well together, don't they?
Yeah, they did on Saturday.
Yeah.
Just that last-minute penalty award, which was a little dubious, to say the least. Header won by McCarthy. Elliott up against Jerome Thomas, getting back at him. And Thomas did well. Cleared by Thatcher, but again out of play. Well, very nearly. Carlisle will have to play it, though. And plays it out of play himself, so it would be a Charlton throw. On a cold, wet, windy night at Turf Moor. And it'll be a Charlton throw. Not hurrying to take it by any means. With Thatcher, their last league win here, you've got to go back 27 years, 1981. Colin Powell, the scorer of the only goal. But Charlton on the attack here with Thatcher. Ball inside for Semedo. Semedo battled off the ball, I think, here. And he's carried that out, has he? No, not given. And Jerome Thomas making progress. And there's an infringement here and a free kick. I thought, I mean, it's difficult to tell from here, but I thought Semedo had taken the ball out there.
Yeah, it looked like it, didn't it? But Riseman was right there, and it's a free kick on the far side for Charlton. I thought the ball was out.
Yeah, they're meant to watch here. McCarthy, who scored against Preston on Saturday. Sodje, obviously Andy Gray, plenty in there. It was set pieces and one from here that caught Charlton out at the Valley, I remember, back in December. So Burnley got to be on the guard here. It's swung in, it's gone towards the near post. Well, there's a header here from Sodje, but it's cleared from Burnley. It's Clarke Carlisle with the header. Did well, jumped well against Sodje. Out to play. It's come back here to McCarthy. Oh, he's under pressure here from Blake. Had to turn back. That's good work from Robbie Blake. Back to Weaver. Weaver, a good kick in the conditions. A big belt forward that Clarke Carlisle wins under pressure. There's an offside flag anyway. Not used to seeing the linesman running the line on that far side in front of the Burnley technical area, are you?
No. I know, it's unusual. It is.
Király out of his goal to take it. Half an hour on the watch. Burnley 0, Charlton Athletic 0. In all honesty, not a lot of chances either. Perhaps Burnley's best opportunity was when McCarthy nearly put through his own goal. Király with the kick. It's not a good one, and Thatcher's happy to let that go out of play for a goal kick. We've noticed, haven't we, in the last few games with the wins, keepers have struggled to get the ball under control.
Yeah, there have been some strong wins as well, but yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? It either works or it doesn't in your favour, and it hasn't in the last 2 or 3 games, and no stronger wins than we've had tonight. At least the rain stayed away, touch wood, at the moment, Phil.
It needs to, doesn't it, because the pitch isn't going to take too much. Lita on the deck, Alan Mahon caught him, and that'll be a free kick to Charlton, picking up their share of free kicks all of a sudden. It wasn't from there, but Thatcher will take it from there. The referee's going to allow him. He's got himself a yard or two there. Plenty up here for Charlton. Halford needs to be watched at the far post. Lafferty needs to jump with him here. Halford wins the header but can't guide it towards the Burnley 6-yard box, and Lafferty battled away. Next header, Alan Mahon with Holland. John Harley in there to try and win it, and Harley's done well. Here's Lafferty now. Can he break? Good cover from Sodje. Lafferty dived in, and that's going to be a throw to the visitors. Sodje did well there, didn't he?
He did. He needed to, because he was away, wasn't he? Lafferty. Great play from the Burnley players down this side of the pitch there, but out for a throw for Charlton. He needed to, because he would have been away with Carl Lafferty.
Big ball from Sodje. Went way over Carlisle and Lita. Lita on loan here. Had a great first season in the Premiership. Not happened for him this year. Out of the picture at Reading. Taking a month's loan here. Cole wins the head. Headed back by Halford to his keeper. And Weaver can pick it up. Andrew Cole just picks himself up off the floor. Little gingerly. That fantastic hat-trick at Queen's Park Rangers. We'll never forget that. Weaver with the kick. Alexander across with Jerome Thomas. I thought he was impeded there, and he was. Foul by Thomas on Alexander. It might be one of those nights where one goal's enough. Burnley have got to make sure they're ready to take the chances when they come along. I think Cole might be offside here, and the linesman flagged as he chases the ball. And that'll be a free kick to the Addicts. Just got to watch that offside. It was very close.
Yeah. We seem to just get caught, don't we? Yeah. Not much in it, but unusual for Andy Cole to be offside. He's usually on the ball, isn't he? But caught him on that occasion. But one goal, like you said, might be enough tonight. Let's hope it's ours at the end of the game.
It's going to be a tight one, I know that. Carlisle wins the header. Half helped on by Mahon, but here's Halford, who's having a good game. Clips it inside. Burnley can't win it. Semedo away from James O'Connor. Alan Mahon trying to get back in. Semedo with a shot. It's well wide of the target from the Portuguese lad. But he made good progress. The midfield two couldn't stop him for the moment.
2 players tried to catch him, they couldn't, but shot over. Chance, they've had a few, 2 or 3 chances first half, Charlton, since the came into the game in the last 10 minutes. It's a lot of free kicks. I've got 8 free kicks they've had up to now in the first half.
Sodje wins that header. Gray with the next header, and this is a break with Ambrose making progress through the middle. Has he got support? It's a great shot. It's a good save from Király. He'll pick it up, no problem. Good save from the big keeper. Moving to his right-hand side, and that ball was moving. Really moving.
Yeah, it was. Good shot. Worth a try on a night like this as well, because you don't know where it's going to skim to on the top of the surface, but he gathered it at the second attempt, did Király. But yeah, good chance, good attempt.
Yeah, then his kick was way too long, and that's frustrating the crowd a little bit. Got to be careful. Harley needs to win this, and does, ahead of Ambrose, and that'll go out of play for Charlton on the far side. But Burnley certainly had the better first 20 minutes, but maybe in the last sort of 10 or so, Charlton have come into it.
Yeah, they have. They've had 3 or 4 chances last 10 minutes, but we want to keep them out. First 20 minutes was Burnley's. Let's go back to that. Keep them out. Let's try and get down the other end for a while now, towards the end of the first half, and just keep them away from the goal. Andy Gray's a dangerous player. We know that. They've other players as well, Phil, that can do the business. That's why they're in the position they're in, up in the top 6.
They've been there all the time, right from the start of the season. Király's picked the ball up. Ball from Greg Halford. Lita making a nuisance of himself. Király will kick this. He's again got some distance on it. Blake will jump with McCarthy. There's only going to be one winner there. Elliott trying to win the next ball, but he's just not getting the ball on the deck enough in these last 10-15 minutes. And he's Gray once more. Gets it wide for Thomas, but he's overrun it. That'll be a Burnley throw. Home form, 5 wins, 8 draws, 5 defeats for Burnley. It's symmetrical, but it's not really the statistics of a side that normally gets promoted. So Burnley do need some more home wins. They're unbeaten in 5. It's the home form, I think, from here that's going to be crucial.
Yeah, it is. Not many games left. We're running out of time, but as you said, it's a strange home record, isn't it?
It is. They've struggled at times at Burnley at home. Alexander just gets a touch on that. It'll be a throw to Charlton inside their own half, down their left-hand side. Just less than 10 minutes left in this first half. A half with very little clear chances. Here's Thatcher, former Man City fullback, with the throw. He's picked out his man. And Burnley just got to make sure they're on the toes all the time. Gray got a bit too much space there. Flick on here from Holland. Clearance from Alexander. It's over the head of Coyle. He'll turn and chase. Sodje and Halford have got pace, though. Halford thought about turning, but goes back to his keeper in the end. Big clearance from Weaver. Gray and Carlisle jump. It's a great header from Clarke Carlisle. But here's Semedo. Hit it hard at Ambrose. Not a lot Ambrose could do with that. James O'Connor flicks it on. Cole with a touch to Blake. Nice skill from Blake. Here's Cole once more. Needs to perhaps just help Lafferty in here. It's a lovely ball, but cut out by Halford. Did well, did Halford. And Burnley really were unfortunate there not to create a lovely attack. And that's Lita just turning away from his man. No infringement. Lita thought Varga had fouled him. It's a little bit surprised it wasn't given, but here's Alexander. Is he going to look for the ball through the middle? He's got Alan Mahon available. So what he can create here, side the centre circle. Helped it on to John Harley. Lafferty's on here. Lafferty will try and come inside Halford. Not really had any change from him yet. Here's Lafferty once more. Needs to battle and keep possession here, and he has done. Turns well. He's on a run here. Let's see what he can do. He's overrun it, which was a little bit casual, and Semedo nicked it off him. Looks for Lita over the top, which is dangerous, but Varga wins the header. Got to win every one of those with Lita behind him. Here's Mahon inside for James O'Connor. Looking for Alexander wide here. Always available, Graham Alexander. Enters the Charlton half. Picks out Blake, trying to get him back. And that looked like handball from Thomas, but nothing given. But Burnley do win it back and battled away. And that's an infringement. Thomas on his man, Robbie Blake. And that'll be a free kick. Blake did well there to get back and win the ball. He's criticised sometimes for his work rate, but we saw it in abundance there.
Yeah, great play, class act, as is Andy Cole. We've seen some nice touches first half from Andy Cole, Phil. One just a couple of minutes ago there, but nearly got the ball through for Lafferty, but he's had a good first half as Andy Cole.
Yes, he has. He's more than a goal scorer, that's for certain. Elliott's not had a lot of change down that right-hand side. That's not Alexander's best ball. It's hit with pace. It's gone behind for a goal kick. We've not really seen Elliott one-on-one with Thatcher yet, have we?
No, not in this first half. He had a few runs early on, didn't he? But other than that, he's had a quiet first half. Just thinking about Alexander there, and the Preston fans on BBC Radio Link still moaning the fact that he left and came here. They'll never get over that one, Phil.
They've missed 5 out of 7 penalties since he's gone. I think that's the problem. Here's Alan Mahon. Good skill from him. Looking for Lafferty through the middle, but it wasn't the right ball. Just try and play that winning ball, but couldn't just find it on that occasion. Here's Lafferty. Oh, helped it on. That's a heavy touch. Can't find James O'Connor. But across comes Carlisle, but Gray nicks it off him inside the centre circle. It's all the way back to Thatcher. And I think there's an infringement here. Let's just see what the decision is. It's an offside, I think, against Gray. Gray turns around. Please, well, I can't have been offside. Did seem strange, because I thought he was in his own half.
So did I. Different, anyway.
Yeah, I've got to admit, I was a little bit bemused by that as well. Let's come back to Carlisle. Header on for Varga. New partnership at Stoke, and they did well. up against Leiter. Doesn't want to take Leiter on. Gets back to Carlisle. Carlisle square for Alexander. Good run here from James O'Connor, just trying to get through the middle. Header won though by Thatcher. The loose ball might fall for Elliott. Just helps it on neatly. But running into trouble here as Alan Mahon. It'll be a Charlton throw. I thought it was going the way of the Clarets. But Thatcher, I think, ready to take it. Approaching the final 5 minutes of this first half. Burnley 0, Charlton Athletic 0. Remember, it's 3-1 at the Valley back in December. 2 from Gray, 1 from McCann. And the Charlton goal came from Andy Reid. None of those players involved today. McCann because of injury, of course. Andy Gray with Charlton. Alexander with the ball forward. One of those players involved with their original clubs, I should have said. Here's a good interception from McCarthy. Gets it wide on that far side to Thomas, who has been dangerous. Former Arsenal trainee. Ball back inside, finds Semedo. There's a bit of space for Halford, and he's picked him out with a nice ball. Good ball from the Portuguese lad. Picks out Halford. Halford will look to get a cross in here. He's looking for Leiter. Wins the header, and Burnley needs to get this away. There was a collision between 2 Burnley players there, but I think Alexander will oblige. There's a knock, I think, in there. Might be Andy Gray that's picked up the knock. We'll find out in a minute. But still, Burnley have got a bit of defending to do. The player's gone down. Long ball from Alexander. Off cue. And I think there's going to need to be some treatment here. Somebody's taken a knock. I didn't quite catch who it was. Inside the D. And the referee is saying, well, we're playing on. The ball hasn't gone out of play, lads. If you want some treatment for your player, you'll have to knock it out. And Phil Joslin jogs across. I mean, it's been a quietish half, hasn't it? 40 minutes. Very little in it. Burnley shaded the first 20 minutes, I'm certain of that.
Yeah, they did. By quite a way as well. And they got back into the game. Had 1 or 2 flurries into the Burnley area, but not really tested Király yet. Apart from the long-range shot, which he gathered at the second attempt. But Burnley had better side in the first half. Just by, 3 or 4 chances. Bit of luck is what we need. Run of the ball and get the passes to the man. That's the main thing, isn't it, Phil? You're putting balls through. 1 or 2 great, they could have been great balls from Alan Pardew, but not just working out in the first half. You never know second, though. They're all taking a drink on the far side. They've run the socks off first half anyway in atrocious conditions. The wind's probably helped the pitch, dry it out a bit.
Yeah,
but
looks a bit better now.
Yeah, but no, it's been a strange first half. I think you might be right with the 1 goal.
It's the tad, hasn't it? It's Darren Ambrose who picked up the knock. He's just been escorted off the field of play. He'll be back on again in a moment. We'll restart with a throw. Well, I think unlike at Stoke on Saturday, I think Burnley will give the ball back to Charlton. I think we'd just forgotten where the ball had been when it had to play. This means there will be some time added on here. Probably, I would imagine, a couple of minutes. Applause from Nicky Weaver for Wade Elliott throwing him the ball back. I might have thrown it out for a goal kick, to be honest, there. Let's see what Weaver does. He'll kick it off the floor. But certainly Ambrose wants to come back on. Gray took that down well. Was impeded. And that'll be a free kick to Charlton. He's been substituting recent games. I think Alan Pardew just threw him in against his former club. Realised he maybe wouldn't get the best of receptions. Let's see what happens. Free kick to Charlton. Thatcher, I think, to take it. Just moves the ball forward a yard. Robbie Blake not happy with that. He's the one man in the wall. Let's see what Thatcher can do here. It's from a good 45 yards. Clips it square. Chance maybe for Holland to have a shot. Skips past one. Might still fancy his shot, but it's blocked by Varga. Will Coyle pick up the loose ball? Holland in strongly to win it. Looks like McCarthy's picked up a knock there. Off his own man, I hasten to add. McCarthy's in some trouble here, and the ball will have to go out of play. And Alan Pardew saying, well, look, I'm leaving the ball go out of play because your man's in some trouble. And it looked like a nasty knock for McCarthy.
It did, didn't it? Off his own player as well, like you said. Alan Pardew let it go out, but it's going to be a throw when they restart for Charlton, I think. He's still down on the ground.
Burnley should be getting the ball back here because Alan Pardew certainly let it go out of play. McCarthy fell awkwardly. They've got Jonathan Fortune on the bench. He's the likely replacement. Although maybe Halford could play centre-back if needed. Semedo might be able to as well. But just in the last few minutes, the game's really been stop-start because of a couple of knocks, and McCarthy being helped to his feet. Fell awkwardly. and doesn't look A1, and he's barely moving, in fact. I don't think McCarthy's going to be able to continue, is he?
No, looking at that, I don't think he is. He's maybe going to hang on, see what happens treatment-wise at half-time, but it's not looking good at the moment.
Fair dues to Charlton. Fair dues. Andy Gray throws that back. He realised Alan Mahon had let it go out of play to get treatment for McCarthy. And Gray threw it back to Gábor Király. So good sportsmanship. Király with a big boot down the middle. Header won by Sodje. He's fantastic in the air. Not a particularly big man, but jumped well. Long ball over the top here, looking for Lita. This will come through to the keeper. Király right on the edge of his area. Rolls it out for Alexander. And Alexander will look long, I think, here. He'll look for Blake. It's gone beyond Blake. McCarthy now okay. Gets it wide for Thatcher. Ball inside from Thatcher. Nice layoff from Gray. Picks out Thomas. Thomas back inside. There's going to be 2 minutes of added time here. Thatcher with the ball over the top. And Burnley just didn't quite get there, but I think Gray's been flagged offside anyway. Bounced off the shin of Stanislav Varga. Came to nothing in the end. These two are doing well, aren't they? I mean, discount the penalty at Stoke in the last minute. They've defended as a good partnership. They
have, yeah, looks good. Not much got past them in this first half, to be honest. And two big lads, of course. But yeah, it's looking well with the rain's on its way again. But
yeah, that's the worry. We did worry as soon as it started raining what would happen, and it is pelting it down. And this could be interesting. Ball back here to Varga, and I've got to say it is raining as hard as I've seen it tonight. Ball forward, Blake won't reach it. Offside against Cole. Some of the crowd weren't so sure about that, and the game really must be in some danger now, Keith.
I think so, if it carries on like this, and as you said, it is absolutely swilling it down at the moment here at Turf Moor, but maybe just eased off slightly there.
Just as soon as it got hard, it eased off.
It certainly did.
Let's just hope, fingers crossed, that we're able to keep going for the 90 here. We'll cut the pitch up a little bit for Saturday for Wolves' visit. Semedo will just help this on. There can't be much time left here added on. Halford's found a ball forward for Holland. Holland looking over the top for Gray. He won't keep it in play. He was offside anyway. And that'll be a Burnley free kick. And I think the last action just about of the first half, Keith. Not a lot in it. A very tight contest, as you'd expect, with two sides at the top end of the table.
Yeah, not a lot at all, chance-wise. A couple each for Burnley and Charlton in the first half. There was one for O'Connor. Great header, very early on, 3rd minute. Yeah. And really, that's probably about it. Alan Pardew won over, but bobbled as he hit it. But I don't think it was really a shot, was it? Trying to cross it, but no, it's been nip and tuck in this first half. First half, the whistle goes, but yeah, interesting first half. Two good sides, and seem to be still weighing each other up, don't they, to a certain extent in this first half. But let's hope this rain and hail and whatever else is coming down holds off, because it keeps coming in flurries, doesn't it? But when it comes, it certainly comes in style.
It's just eased a little bit now. Perhaps Burnley's best chance, as Keith said, was James O'Connor's header in the 3rd minute, just over the bar. On 17 minutes, McCarthy was close to putting through his own goal with a diving header from a great Robbie Blake cross. Couple of chances for Charlton. 18 minutes, Thomas cut inside, right foot shot. Well, definitely big 45 minutes for Burnley. Let's see what the Clarets can do. It's going to be Charlton to get us underway. Attacking right to left. No changes at half-time. Same 22 that started the game. The weather at half-time's been okay. It's not warm or anything like that, but the rain's abated, and I think we're going to get through it. Here's Semedo from the kick-off. He'll just lay it wide for Halford. Probably Charlton's best player for me in that first half. Varga gets to the ball. Here's Semedo again to win it. Lita takes it down neatly on his chest, trying to lay it off for Semedo. Got a bit lucky, came away with the ball. Cleared here, though, by Varga once more. Header won by Thatcher. Mahon trying to take it down under pressure. Elliott comes across and wins it. He'll just go back here to Stanislav Varga. Varga wide for John Harley. He always takes the simple ball. Varga. Here's Lafferty on the halfway line. Ball inside for Clarke Carlisle. He's having a look, I think, for Elliott. James O'Connor wants it, but not there. He'll go all the way through to Weaver. Wanted the ball at his feet. James O'Connor made the run. Clarke Carlisle overhit it. So quickly through the Burnley side. Király in goal, Alexander, Carlisle, Varga, Harley at the back, Elliott, O'Connor, Mahon, Lafferty in the middle, then Blake and Coyle up front. Good interception from Carlisle. I thought Leiter might have been offside if it had gone through, but you never know. Here's Coyle looking to get it wide for Lafferty. There's too much on that, and that'll go through for a throw. Just try and feed the wingers, doesn't he, Andrew Coyle?
He does, yeah. Shows some great vision, some great touches as well, but tonight both sides struggling with the touches, aren't they? Because it's just one of those nights where it's just everywhere is a ball with the win.
Leiter's overrun that just to emphasise it, and he's taken it out for a goal kick for Burnley. Charlton side for you. Weaver in goal, Halford, McCarthy, Sodje, Thatcher in defence, Ambrose, Semedo, Holland and Thomas in midfield. Former Claret Andy Gray up front alongside Leiter. Kick from Király, got some distance on it, and it'll fall here for Mahon, just trying to help it on, giving the possession away, and he's impeded his man. And that'll be a free kick. Sodje fouled. Not taken from the right spot, though. Alexander to win the head, gets it back to Király, who's got some mud on those tracksuit bottoms now, but in yellow and grey today. Kicks it right-footed. Don't know if the wind's abated a little. He's getting more distance on those kicks than Weaver was. Is Alexander. Nice ball, finds Coyle. Coyle can't spread it wide, and there's a Burnley throw. Elliott might just leave this for Alexander. 187 Premiership goals for Andrew Coyle. What Price won in this second half for Burnley. Here's Alexander. Blake just bounces off Blake's shin. It'll be a throw to Charlton. Ben Thatcher across to take it. England under 21 international, played as a full international though for Wales. Elliott can't keep that in play. It'll be another throw to Thatcher and to Charlton. Plymouth were losing in half time, which is a key result for Burnley. Here's Gray, bounces off him. James O'Connor helps it on, looking for Blake. Took it down neatly on his chest, Blake, trying to find Coyle. Nice touch from on. He won't reach it. Halford got there first. He had Lafferty on the overlap. Good clearance from Weaver. That was close to a breakthrough for Burnley. That's bounced off Varga. Carlisle will have to clear this. Finds Alexander. Alexander's not got any time here. Uses Carlisle. That's neat. Carlisle looking for Elliott down this right-hand side, but Thatcher, big and strong, in to win it. He's looking for Leiter through the middle. Has found him as well. Good touch from Leiter. Looking for Gray. Shot from Gray. Well over the bar. We knew he'd get a chance, but he's blasted that one well over, Keith.
Yeah, well over. It really was, but must have been at the rain again. It's absolutely throwing it down here at Turf Moor at the moment. But yeah, way over the top from Andy Gray. Let's hope it's the only chance he gets in this game tonight. That's a great ball.
Yeah, looking for Lafferty down the flank. Halford got there. He's had a great game, Halford. Goes back to Weaver. The crowd wanted Lafferty to chase, but Weaver will clear it. Difficult conditions, getting worse. Gray's just fouled his man. Gray on Harley. They'll know each other well. The free kick will have to be taken inside the Burnley half. And it's raining hard again. It's getting gluey. It's an old-fashioned type pitch. The weather of the last few days not been good. Varga looking to feed Lafferty down the line, and that's going to be a Charlton throw. Looking for Lafferty with the set pieces, because there's not a great deal of height through the middle. Throw to Charlton. A long one from Halford. Headed one easily by John Harley. It's a chase here for Coyle. He'll get there. Looked like he was being held somewhat by McCarthy. He's got there as Coyle. Needs support. Gets it. Chance perhaps for Lafferty. Couldn't get it out of his feet. And the chance is gone. And there's James O'Connor to try and win it back. But here's Gray. Touches it back to Semedo. That's a lovely ball. And Alexander just miscued that. Needs to win the next ball. He hasn't done. Gray's robbed him. It's a real chance here for Andy Gray. Oh, what a tackle from Clarke Carlisle. Top tackle from Carlisle. He got back there in the nick of time. What great defending.
Yeah, had to be as well. Had to be spot on, because Andy Gray found himself, due to a Burnley error there, more or less clearing the box. But great challenge. It's a corner on the far side, and that rain is absolutely coming down in torrents, Phil.
Yeah, and it's that left-hand goal mouth that looks the worst at the minute. Swung in. Burnley need to win this. There's headed down and over by Sodje. It was a chance. He got it down. Got to do that in the textbooks. And he got it well over the bar in the end. And that's a let-off for Burnley. Yeah,
it is. Should have scored there, but I think Andy Gray probably thinks he should have scored just prior to the corner as well, because it was clear through in the box, wasn't it? Great challenge, and had to be spot on, or else it was a penalty as well. But Yeah, not goal. I wouldn't like to be Király.
Kick, isn't he, Gábor Király, and it's moved what a good 3 yards. It's going to be difficult for him to place it on the edge of his 6-yard box. The wind just got up again. He's got some good distance on it. These are good kicks from Király into the wind. Lafferty wins it, trying to flick it on for Blake. Clearance here from McCarthy. Leiter will fancy winning this. Can't head it towards the Burnley goal. That's a lovely turn from Elliott. Helps it on nearly for James O'Connor. Skips past Ben Thatcher. First time Burnley got past him. Can he whip in across here? Thomas getting back to help out his defender. And Thomas did well. And he's won himself a goal kick. That was top defending, to be fair, from Jerome Thomas.
It was nice play. Just took it too far, didn't he, O'Connor? Difficult conditions, getting more difficult by the minute, but yeah, it's good defending there, and it's out for a goal kick, but he's got the shelter of the stand, hasn't he, the Charlton goalkeeper Weaver in the second half. Unfortunately, Király's in there. There he is.
Well, Varga's headed that back to his own goal, and Gray's chasing this, but it's a good touch from Harley. Back to Király, and he's got a good kick on that to get it past the halfway line. Coyle will jump to try and win it. He thought he was pushed. Blake in there as well, and he's nicked the ball off Thatcher, has he? Which way will that go? It's a Burnley throw. The crowd getting behind the team. 7 minutes played in this second half. Here's Elliott. Looks for Blake once more. Well, that's bounced awkwardly for Blake, but Elliott will get the ball back here. He's running to Thatcher, and away come Charlton. Thomas skips past his man. Chance for Carlisle. What a good challenge again from Clarke Carlisle. He's conceded a throw. Right back to his very best, Clarke Carlisle, isn't he?
Yeah, he looks the part, doesn't he? Big strapping defender, along with Stan Varga there. Quite an excellent pairing for the Clarets in defence at the moment, those two. But that was a challenge there, made it his own, which he does most of the time, doesn't he?
Yeah, Charlton winners of this league 8 years ago, looking to get promotion back to the Premiership. But here's Alan Mahon. Helps it on to Blake. Goes again, does Mahon. The ball just a little bit behind him, and he just wouldn't keep for him. Wasn't able to get it keep close to his left foot. Alexander in strong, though, to win that ball. Here's Elliott. Ball back inside for James O'Connor. Out wide again for Elliott. Looking to take Thatcher on. He skipped past him this time. Can he get a ball in? He can. But it's headed away. Away for a throw-in by Patrick McCarthy. That's better from Elliott. Got the better of his man. Uses Alexander. Gets it back here. Can he manufacture a cross? Might have to be left-footed. He's going to use Carlisle. Carlisle clips it forward. It's wasted. It's the ball of a central defender, and that's going to be a goal kick to Charlton. Just got the better of Ben Thatcher once or twice at the start of this second half.
He has, yeah. We need him on top form second half, don't we? I'm sure he's sussed him out in the first half, and nobody knows now he's got the beating of him. But some crosses from Elliott. That's what we want in the box tonight, second half.
Yeah, difficult conditions. Only needs one mistake, and that could be crucial. Coyle trying to chase back to win that. Strong challenge from John Harley. He's won the ball. Did well. Here's Coyle. He's going to have a look up here. He's got his man wide in John Harley. Uses him. Blake through the middle. The only man through the middle for the minute. Lafferty wide. That's an infringement. That'll be a free kick. And it's in an interesting position. What, just 25 yards from goal. Robbie Blake territory. We might see a crack on goal from here. It is wide, but he could fancy a crack.
We've seen him do it before, haven't we? Yeah, there's always a chance when Blake's on the ball. You never know. Fingers crossed. The rain's just easy enough at the moment, and the wind seems to have dropped as well here at Turf Moor. Yeah. Yeah. I think he has. Yeah.
It was a long chalk followed by a yellow card. I don't know how English to Portuguese went there, but Phil Joslin decided to show him the card, and it's going to be Blake to take it. Carlisle's in there, Lafferty's in there, Varga at the back stick. It's what, 25 yards from goal. Let's see what Blake does here. He swings it in. It's Sodje with the header away. Might look to get it back in there again. It's going to bounce around for Mahon. He's got it deep, looking for Carlisle. Couldn't just reach it. He will keep it in play, though, Clarke Carlisle. Under pressure from Thatcher. Needs to keep it in play. I thought Thatcher was pushing him there, but Burnley have got the throw. Carlisle needs to just have a think about this. Looking long, and it's knocked away, is it, by McCarthy for a corner. Burnley's first of this second half. And a chance for Elliott and Blake to get the ball in here. Good Burnley pressure. The key time in the game. Blake will take it. In the box, Lafferty. Carlisle, Varga. Swung in by Blake. He's gone to the near post. Thatcher with a comfortable header away. Here's Mahon. He'll look to get the ball back in here, perhaps. It's hit a defender, bouncing around in there. Mahon's need to try and win the next ball. He has done. Sodje with a header away. Might give Lafferty a chance to pick up the loose ball here. Hacked away, though, by Halford. And Burnley, deep in their own half, have got Harley to collect it. Ball forward, looking for Coyle. He couldn't just quite reach it. And it goes through to Weaver. We've not maybe made the most of the corners today.
No, we haven't. We've had 5 as well, 4 in the first half, but you've got to make them pay. I remember a few weeks ago, it was about 8, 9 corners, haven't we? And we couldn't just get the better of the opposing sides, but you've got to do.
Here's Thomas picking up the loose ball. It's well blocked by Carlisle. James O'Connor trying to win the next one. It will break, I think, for Elliott. He hacks it away. It's under centre circle. McCarthy concedes possession. It's a scrappy game. Difficult conditions. Wade Elliott waits for a spare ball. He leaves it for Alexander. A draw wouldn't be the worst result in the world for Burnley, but they need 3 points, I feel. Can't afford to lose to Charlton today. The gap would then become too big. 7 points with just 8 to go. Free kick, Coyle offside. It is very tight at the top, but we can't afford to lose this one.
No, we can't. It is tight. Strange championship. That's a strange decision as well.
Semedo's taken the free kick from the clearly the wrong spot, and I think the referee was just struggling explaining to him, look at the linesman who's no word of a lie, 20 yards behind you. That's where you should be taking it from. It's no exaggeration, it's 20 yards, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a good 20 yards as well. I don't know what he was trying to do there, but
which was a little bit surprising. Joslin and Semedo. Here's McCarthy, pumps the ball forward. Gray can't reach that, it's gone through to Király. Interesting throw out, gives Elliott a bit to do, and he's been fouled here. Surely fouled by Thomas, got away with it. Leiter through the middle, he's offside. That'll be a free kick. Still wrestling with Varga for the ball. Looked a foul to me. Burnley taking it quickly again. No, they've got to get on with it. Blake, can he reach this one? McCarthy across to win the header. Here's Alexander, looks for Blake again. He'll just turn here, nice turn. Can he find a man in the middle? Oh, it's a lovely ball for Elliott on his left foot. Oh, what a goal from Wade Elliott! It's his first of the season, and I tell you, that's the goal of the season. With his wrong foot, top corner, Burnley 1, Charlton Athletic 0. What a time to get your first of the season.
What a fantastic goal. We were saying it was coming into the game in the second half, but nice play by Robbie Blake down this right-hand side. Shielded the ball, turned his man, played a great ball, sweet ball through for Wade Elliott. Took it on a couple of yards, he hit it, and as soon as you hit it, Phil, you knew where it was going. Top corner, and that bit of magic we were looking for. I think we've just seen it. 1-0 the Clarets.
Yeah, it's 38 games since Wade Elliott scored, and that was a screamer at the Stadium of Light. But I tell you what, that's probably even better. It's his wrong foot. He's absolutely smashed it into the top corner. Burnley have got the lead here in a really, really important game. Carlisle to get it away. Elliott helps it on now. That's lifted the crowd. An hour played, and Charlton all of a sudden want to get on with things. Burnley have got the lead. Wade Elliott's first goal since April. And wait till you see it, it's absolute peach. Here's Alexander, ball forward for Coyle to turn and chase. McCarthy to it first. Burnley have got to find energy from somewhere now. This is a big, big next 35 minutes. That'll be a Burnley throw.
As he gets, Phil, isn't it, goal-wise? You'll not see a better goal than that this season, that's for sure, at Turf Moor or anywhere else, to be honest. Top corner, and as soon as he hit it, you knew where that was going to be going. What a great goal.
There isn't a goalkeeper in the world that would have got close to that. Perfection from Wade Elliott. Offside against Andrew Coyle. So an hour played. Burnley have got the lead. And what an important advantage it is.
Change for Burnley as well on the far side in a couple of months.
Good spot. Carlisle needs to win the header. He does against Andy Gray. Mahon needs to battle for the next one. Semedo with the header on. Burnley have got to defend well here. Gray trying to turn inside the box. Decision's gone against Gray for pushing. That'll be a Burnley free kick. I do remember Andy Gray got nothing from Phil Joslin at Colchester, and he's saying you were holding his shirt.
Mark Randall that's about to come on for Burnley on the far side.
Maybe Alan Pardew made way. He's had a lot of injuries. He's had problems with his hamstring. It's not the best night to be testing a dodgy hamstring, is it? I know the way I've walked into the ground tonight. If you've got any aches and pains, it's not the night. Big kick, looking for Lafferty. Can't flick it on. Semedo to the loose ball first. And to be honest, Semedo's got stronger in the game. Here's James O'Connor, though. Harley, I beg your pardon. Harley with a shot. Oh, my word, that was close. Left foot effort. He hasn't scored this season, and he nearly followed Elliott onto the score sheet.
I'll tell you what, that would have been nearly as good as Wade Elliott's goal. He put 100% in there to win the ball in the first place. Found himself with a rebound in front of him, ran forward and hit it, and it wasn't that far over, Phil, was it?
No, that was a good effort from John Harley. He came away with the ball nice and strong, had it won by Varga. That'll be a Charlton throw, just inside their own half.
The strange thing is with the Elliott goal, it was into the wind. Wasn't it?
I'll say that again because that's a top goal. He's chasing this, full of confidence now. But here's Ben Thatcher. Didn't get any change out of Thatcher in the first half. Here's Thomas, who's caused Burnley 1 or 2 problems. Thatcher once more, clips it forward, looking for Lita. It's gone over the top of them. Grail want to keep this in play, and he will. Varga's with him, getting close, and Varga's won it. Strong work from Stanislav Varga. Alexander needs to clear this. Does clip it forward, but how to play. This will be a throw to Charlton. Dangerous position. Nicked a yard or 2 here. Ben Thatcher needs to be going back here, but the referee's not enforced it. It's gone back to McCarthy. Can he get a ball in here? He can, but it's going to be Király's. Easy take for the keeper. Well, you sense this could be a big half an hour for Burnley's season. They need a lifeline. Plymouth were losing at half-time. And Burnley have now got the advantage here by 1-0. McCarthy jumps with Cole. Flick on, finds Blake. Oh, Blake couldn't just get the ball to settle at his feet. Here's John Harley, though. He will. Ball forward, nice ball as well. Mahon with a turn and shot. Oh, that's just wide. Burnley shooting on sight. We talked about that at half-time. In difficult conditions, you've got to test the keeper, and that was just wide.
Yeah, they certainly have done second half. Third time that lot. 3 good goals we could have had. We've had a scorcher, a screamer in the second half, but close again there from Alan Mahon. Last touch he's gone off, as you said. You don't want to push him. He's had a horrendous time with injuries, and they're going to go up. Let's just get him off and ease him back nice and slowly.
Spicer for Mahon. Spicer did well for a little period when he came on Saturday. Had a fantastic run that nearly led to Burnley's second. He's in possession here, touches it back to Carlisle. Long boot forward from Carlisle. Chase here, and Weaver's made a real ash of it. Kicks it out of play, though, I think. Thatcher will want that to go out for a throw. I think he was pushing Elliott to make sure it did. The momentum's with Burnley. You'd probably want a second, wouldn't you?
Yeah, go for a second now. That might just nick the 3 points. We've got them at the moment, but let's make certain we get them tonight.
James O'Connor running into trouble, and it's going to be a goal kick to Athletic. Phil Joslin said, well, there's nothing wrong there. You weren't impeded. Last season on the Football League for Phil Joslin. It's been a long career. 49 he is. He'll be at Wembley for his last game, which will be a fitting climax. Header on. Finds Lita. He could be dangerous as the game goes on. Varga with him. He's gone back to Halford. Ball in here to Semedo. Back to Halford. Clips it forward. Lita, there's man in the middle here. And Burnley have got to be careful. Got close, did Alexander. Hacked away in the end by Spicer, but only as far as Thatcher. Nervous moments for Burnley. Thatcher with a cross in. Header away by Carlisle. Blake needs to get to this loose ball. Does reach to get there. Got pushed. Burnley free kick. As clear as day. Halford pushed into Robbie Blake. And that just relieves the tension a little bit.
Yeah, it does. Let's take us time as well when we get these free kicks, like opposing teams do when they come to Turf Moor, when they get a goal off us. But nice play from Blake. Definite free kick. Crowd are wind up now. This could be a big 3 points for Burnley tonight, Phil. We can hang on.
Yeah, big goal for Wade Elliott. We've talked about what a season he's had, and it's just missed the goals. Well, he scored an absolute umdinger this evening, but Burnley's still got a lot of hard work to do here. Spicer trying to win the header with Semedo, and does do. Hacked away by Sodje. Chase here for Thomas with Alexander, but the ball's going to go out of play. Throw to Burnley. Just having a look at the flag again. The wind just picking up a little bit, but I think it's possibly calmer than it was in the first half. Alexander with the throw. We've played 20 minutes in this second half. Burnley have got the lead by 1-0. Can they do the double over Charlton Athletic? They won 3-1 at the Valley. Andy Gray got 2 that day. He's in the opposition side tonight. Gone back to James O'Connor. Here's Alexander. Ball inside to give Spicer a bit of work to do here. Needs to take this down and help it on. He has done. That's good play from John Spicer. Here's Harley. Wide for Lafferty, who's not been in the game too much since Burnley took the lead. John Harley collects it once more. That's good skill. Gets past his man. Gets into a bit of space. A bit of green turf. What can he do here? He's running at the Charlton defence. Overrun the ball a little, but he's still going. And he's fouled, isn't he? Is that a free kick? Nothing given. Goal kick awarded. It's right in front of the linesman. Looked an infringement to me.
It did from here as well, and we're what? Hundreds of yards away, but not given on the far side. I thought he'd clipped in there, and he got the beating of them both, haven't he?
Charlton have got a good away record. Only 5 defeats this season. Can Burnley make it 6? They're leading by a goal to 0. And here's Lafferty making progress, but that's a poor ball. That's Weaver's. He was promoted with City from the 3rd and 2nd tier. Big kick, and that's a trouble, that's a problem here. And Király needs to collect this. We jumped into him there, Lita, for me. Surely that's an infringement. Nothing given. Lita looked to jump into Király there. And Phil Joslin was some distance away from the incident and didn't give it. Here's Thatcher, swung in. Burnley need to get this away. It's bouncing around and they will get it away through John Harley. Certainly looked like Király was hampered there.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody saw except the referee. Burnley got a free kick in the end here, but he didn't give that in the box. They could have scored there, Phil, and really it was a free kick and a foul on the Burnley goalkeeper. But
Looked to me.
Yeah.
Do you know, 99 times out of 100 those are given, but not on this occasion. It was a big kick, and Phil Joslin was a little bit away from the action. Not the best of balls from Varga from the set piece. Highlight does acknowledge it, but it's with Weaver. And Weaver, halfway through the second half, punched the ball forward, looking for Gray. Header won by Carlisle. And I thought Gray had lumps of Carlisle's shirt again. Across comes Thomas to win it, though. Gets the better of Elliott. He's running at Alexander now. He's the danger man at the minute. Whips in across. It's in there, and it's right of the goal. Who's it come off in the end? A Burnley foot. And that was close, I think, to an own goal.
Very. He took him on, didn't he, Thomas? He's a fast, tricky player. Got the ball across, clipped off a Burnley defender. It could have been Varga, and it's a corner on the far side, but it could have been an own goal, that.
We're going to see a change for Charlton. Iwelumo is coming on. And Andy Gray makes way. It's now 18 games without a goal since he scored at the Valley. Iwelumo is quite a danger in the air. It's a straight swap, striker for striker. And they've made 2 changes, but I haven't seen a second player go off yet. Have 2 players gone off here? No, have 2 gone off here? That's a bit of a surprise. Has Varney come on as well? I'm surprised there. I didn't think 2 players came off. Header over the bar. We'll just check it. I think it's Ambrose. Thanks to Andrew Greaves, he just spotted. I think Ambrose has nicked off the pitch as well. And Gray and Ambrose off. Iwelumo and Varney on. So change up front. Varney can play wide. I think he'll play down the right-hand side. But more forward thinking perhaps from Alan Pardew. He has to, hasn't he? He can't afford to lose the game.
No, he can't. He wasn't happy at the weekend when they lost to Preston, were they? He's more or less admitted they're not going to go up automatic, so he's not going to be happy tonight if they lose again. 2 on the trot. At the moment they are, and we need to keep control of the game and not let them get back into it, which last couple of minutes they've been more in the game in the second half than they were, but so let's keep them out. And Andy Gray's gone off. He's not going to be happy, Andy, is he, without a goal tonight? I bet he was thinking he might just nick one tonight.
So away with Andrew Coyle. Now, I think all that happened there was he was trying to reach the ball and his boot was a little high. And he's having a word with McCarthy as well. There's a bit of pushing and shoving after. There was nothing wrong with the Coyle challenge. It's a foul and nothing more than that. Free kick to Charlton. Big 20 minutes now for Burnley's season. The Clarets lead 1-0. But Charlton are going all guns blazing now. Clipped forward by McCarthy. Carlisle, I thought he was wrestled there by Iwelumo. And the linesman agrees. Right on the edge of the Burnley box. It's going to be a test in 20 minutes, isn't it, up against Iwelumo? He's a big lad.
Yeah, he is, but Varga and Carlisle up to now tonight. Touch wood, they've put nothing wrong whatsoever, not a foot wrong. So let's hope they continue for the last part of the game and keep them at bay. Charlton forwards.
Ball forward, looking for Lafferty, thought he was fouled. Didn't really jump for the ball. I think the referee won't be too happy with that. And Varga's just knocked Leiter over. That'll be a free kick. Going to be taken quickly. Burnley need to pick their men up here, and Leiter's off on a run here immediately. It's not from the right spot, and the referee, he's clamping down on this, to be fair. He wants to make sure the ball's delivered from the right spot. Here's Thomas, and Charlton's best player for me. Gets it wide for Thatcher. Back to Thomas. James O'Connor goes close to him. It's a good cross. It's deep. It's towards the far post. Header one. Király needs to come. Gets a punch. It's not a particularly good punch, but Burnley will get it away. Here's Blake. Needs to look for Coyle here, perhaps. Spicer's breaking if he can get it. He can. He'll reach it. Spicer on a run. Cole's in the middle. Elliott's down this right-hand side. Spicer just uses James O'Connor. Harley's up. It's gone forward towards Blake. Possession has got to be kept here. It's a lovely back heel, and John Harley's in space. Cole's trying to get in the middle here. It's a ball in, transfer Lafferty. Just bounces away from his boot. It's a nice turn, though. Gets a shot in. It's a save. A good save from Weaver. Diving to his left-hand side. Burnley will sense the need a second in a very, very tight game. That's a great challenge once more from James O'Connor. But here's Thomas trying to skip past Alexander. He wins it. It's with Thatcher. The crowd getting behind the team. Will Leiter keep this in play? He won't. Lafferty must have been close to doubling the advantage there.
Very, yeah, took his ball into the box very, very well indeed when he got it. Turned his man, went forward, shot, and it was a good save from Weaver. That could have been 2-0 for the Clarets, but yeah, great chance for Kyle Lafferty, but the crowd getting behind Burnley offside there.
Against Cole. Yeah. So just be careful here. Thumps the ball away in frustration. The referee won't be happy with that. Enough experience as Cole to realise that the officials aren't going to be pleased with that. Not carded. Ball forward from Weaver. Farney trying to get away on the far side. Will this come through to Király? It will. Got there with a bit to spare, to be fair. Going to be a nervy little spell, isn't it?
It is with Király's punches. It was a strange one, wasn't it?
No, he got there, but it just wasn't out of his area. No, he couldn't. He was crowded out. And Burnley have got a free kick here. Holland on Alexander. Free kick for the Clarets. It's gone wide to the scorer, Elliott. And what a great goal he's produced today. Blake up against Sodje. What can he do here? He's got a great ball wide for Lafferty. Oh, Lafferty slips as it comes to him. Still collects it somehow. An amazing situation. Might hit this. Oh, that would have been a fantastic goal, but it's over the bar. Comic cuts with great skill combined.
Great ball across and a bit of comedy there from Lafferty. Just as he was about to get the ball, he just, maybe the wind blew him, Phil. It's a strong wind. It blew him backwards anyway. Managed to still get the ball, cut inside and shoot. Addy's just about to come on for Burnley, but yeah, great chance for Lafferty there. Andy Cole's going off.
Yeah, just what you need. 16 minutes left. The running ability, the pace and the power of Adi Akinbiyi. He's up front alongside Robbie Blake. Still one substitute available for Owen Coyle if he wants to. That's handball against Clarke Carlisle from the flick on from Uwalumo. This is what, 40 yards from goal. Burnley need to be careful here. Plenty coming forward. Sodje getting in there. McCarthy in there. Burnley have got to pick up the men. Really is tense moments. Thomas swings it in, this time right-footed. It's headed away by Clarke Carlisle. Varney will get it back though. Overhead kick towards the D. James O'Connor battling away. It might break here for Burnley with John Harley. Clips it forward. Now can Blake find Akinbiyi's ball? Was a little early. Akinbiyi trying to get it back for Blake. He could have run with it further there, Blake. And again, it's Holland. He's not found a man. He's found Lafferty on the far side, in fact. Lafferty's running, coming into the game a little bit now. He's given Alexander a bit to do here, but it's left for Elliott. On to Alexander. Nice play. Got Blake and Akinbiyi in the middle if Elliott can find them. He's shipped the ball on quickly here. It's making progress. Looks for Blake. Blake's got Lafferty wide again. Lafferty finding some great space down that left now. Can he clip in across? He's looked for it. Sodje with a header away, and that'll be a Burnley throw. 15 minutes left. Burnley lead by a goal to nil. John Harley will come forward to take the throw. The nervous Turf Moor crowd. They've only seen 5 home league wins this season. Here's Blake in a bit of space. Has a shot, and Weaver falls on it. Comfortable save in the end. but it was a good turn from Robbie Blake. Throw out finds Thomas, still full of pace and power. Going in the middle this time, gets it wide for Halford. Halford will look long here, looking deep in towards Uwalumo, wins the head. This should fall for Király here, and he gets there. It's good brave keeping at the feet of Leroy Lita, and he was sharp, wasn't he, Király?
Yeah, had to be as well, because they'd players to spare there in the box, but yeah, he did what he needed to do then. Just looking at my notes, 5 good chances second half for Burnley, and the goal as well, so yeah, they've had the edge in the second half like they did in the first.
Shot on sight, that was the order of the day, I think, at half-time. Elliott trying to go on the overlap here for James O'Connor, tries to wing in across towards the far post. Halford had to take it away from Lafferty. It's another corner for Burnley. Tell you what, that was a fine centre, wasn't it, from James O'Connor?
Great ball in, yeah. They're spreading the ball about Burnley tonight. It's like a dream at times, isn't it, watching them? Some great play. But yeah, what a great cross that was. Right where you want it, far post. Burnley player coming in, and it was out for a corner from Halford.
It's gone short, back to Blake. Blake dummies the cross, he'll get a ball in here, it's gone in deep, ever so deep, looking for Lafferty. Wins the head at the back stick, it's bouncing around in there. But there's an infringement. I think Varga just pushed down on his man. Wide from Thomas, finds Halford. Halford clips the ball forward, looking for Lita, who's got pace, turned his man, this could be dangerous. He's running into trouble. In fact, he's fouled Varga, and it'll be a Burnley free kick. And Varga says, look, you have my shirt. The referee's been brave, hasn't he? 1 or 2 decisions.
Yeah, he has. He's had a good game. Missed a couple of things in the first half, but other than that, yeah, he's had a good game for referees we've seen here in the past. We've had some strange ones, yeah. But yeah, if he continues as he is, we'll be happy, and if Burnley continue as we are, we'll be very happy.
Lafferty with the header back inside. Alexander to win the next ball. Looks to feed Akinbiyi. Hasn't had a touch really yet. Thatcher gets there, thumps the ball forward. That'll go out of play, and Burnley will want that all afternoon or evening. See the time out if they can. What a goal that was from Wade Elliott on 58 minutes. His first of the season. On what? Well, there isn't a better time to get your first of the campaign. Throw from Harley. Lafferty trying to flick it on. Here's Blake to pick up the loose ball. Needs support. He's on the halfway line. Runs into trouble. And that'll be a throw to Charlton. Going to be taken by Halford. He's got this long throw. It's inside his own half. Not quite Lee Bromby proportion. Another change here. We're going to see the Chinese lad, Zhengzi, who has scored 9 times this season. He's on the field of play. He's replaced Semedo, who is on a yellow card as well. And he's got about 11 minutes by my watch. Burnley need to win the loose ball here. It's going to come to Thatcher. Thatcher hooks it over the top. Dangerous here. Uwalumo with a chance. But Király's on it, and it's come off Uwalumo. Oh, I thought it came off Uwalumo for a goal kick. Looks a poor decision, that. He's given it as a corner. And Király can't believe it. I thought that came off Uwalumo last of all.
Yeah, I think everybody did down there, but referees, yeah, let's give a corner on the far side, and if anything...
Have a better view there of that. Anyway, Burnley need to be on the guard here. McCarthy wants it. He's being marked by Akinbiyi. Swung in, all licks to the back here, and Burnley have got to get this away, and they will. They surely will. Blake's dawdled on it inside the D. It's still in there. Burnley need to get it away. Surely they can now. It's still in there. Real chance, but over the bar, and it'll be a corner. Blake had a chance to get shut, didn't take it, and it came back in, and in the end, the shot was blocked over the bar. Another corner. The tension's there with 10 minutes left. And Burnley going to have to be careful. They're going to have to be on their guard. Clipped in again. Burnley need to get it away. It's Varga. He was being pushed, I thought, by Sodje, but won the header anyway. Is Zhengzi again. Can he get the ball back in? Uses Thatcher. Thatcher under pressure from Blake. Gets it wide for Zhengzi. Good player, this lad. Nips past one. Clips in a great cross. Király comes and collects it. What an important catch that was. And Burnley just breathe a sigh of relief for a minute. Well, we're in for an exciting last 10 minutes.
We are, yeah. Let's hope we can just edge it as we are at the moment, because we've had by far the better of the second half. We just need another goal.
Try against Uwalumo. Just a flick this time. Found Uwalumo in space, but too much space because he was offside. The linesman's flag blustering in the breeze. Carlisle to take it. Burnley lead by a goal to 0. Wade Elliott's first of the season. That won't reach Akinbiyi. and Alexander will pick up the loose ball. Akinbiyi will run down the channel, I think, here if he wants it. Looks for Blake through the middle. A flick from Blake to nobody. Holland collects it. Just back to Halford. Burnley've got to keep possession in these last 9 minutes. Uwaluma with a flick, and will Burnley get there? It's Alexander, but it might fall for Varney with a head and wide of the target. Maybe it fell to the wrong man, but it was a big, big chance, and Luke Varney's header well wide of the target in the end. And Charlton are trying to get back in the game, Keith.
Yeah, we give him that chance there, didn't we? Bad clearance really from the Burnley players. We need, as you said, we need to stay composed and keep them out, and let's control this last 8 minutes or so. You should have done better with that, you know.
Sure. That was a golden chance for Charlton, but he's let it slip. That kick just held up in the wind. The wind with Charlton in this second half, remember. Making progress down that right-hand side, but that's good cover from Harley. He hasn't won the throw, though. It's gone the way of Charlton, and Halford's got this long one, and Burnley need to be on the guard here, because Sodje's coming forward. And he's going to be picked up, I think, by James O'Connor, is it, at the minute? Burnley need to make sure they're on every man here. Header won by Varga. He's been great in the air again today, but still bouncing around in there. José shot wide of the target. There were bodies merging on it, but it was well wide of the target in the end. And Király will take his time with the goal kick. Wolves at home on Saturday. We knew these two fixtures were big ones against rivals for playoff positions.
Good run. They've won the last 3 away games, haven't they, Wolves? I think the game tonight might have been off at Preston, but they're on a bit of a good run away from home.
Hand on Burnley. Yeah, with that postponement, so you know, they're certainly getting themselves in a position. That kick just held up in the wind again, and Varga has just get it back to Király. Better effort this time, nearly reaches the halfway line, but this is the conditions that Burnley are under now. It's the win with Charlton, remember. Jensen's done well. He's got Thomas down this left-hand side. Thatcher with him as well. Burnley hanging on a little bit here. It's gone to Halford. Back to Sodje. It's all Charlton now. 7 minutes left in this one. Carlisle jumps, wins the header. Burnley have got to pick up loose balls here and get some possession and hang on to it. It's back with McCarthy, former Man City centre-back. Uwaluma thought he was fouled. Some possession here for Burnley. Helped onto the scorer, Elliott. He's given it away, though. Akinbiyi will chase, but it's a forlorn hope. Cleared by McCarthy through the middle. There's Varga once more. Blake takes it down. Super touch from Blake. Great back heel. Akinbiyi not able to play a part in the move for the minute. James O'Connor will take it on. Clips a ball in towards the box. Easily taken by Weaver. But that was a rare counter-attack from Burnley. In the last 10 minutes, quarter of an hour, Akinbiyi sensibly just perches himself in the middle of the park, whilst O'Connor's further upfield. It's helped on here towards Varney. He's taken it down. Uwaluma's in the middle if he can find him. Good ball in, but it's too deep, and that'll go behind. Oh, it won't. It's going to be a throw to Burnley. We're counting the minutes down. I think Burnley are going to make another change. I wouldn't be surprised if we've got David Unsworth on here, maybe. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. It is a throw to Burnley, right by the corner flag. Might be Randall coming up. Yeah, Mark Randall about to come on. Flick on from Elliott, but not away. Burnley need to just clear the lines here. Thomas is dangerous. He's weaving some magic. Can he whip in across? He's got it to Uwaluma. Helps it on. Still bouncing around in there. But Burnley will win it, and they'll come away with it. Let's see what the Clarets can do here. Spicer on his own almost. Waits for support. Knocks it wide for Harley. Did well. Blake will chase this, and he will not get there, though, I don't think, because Sodje's got that bit of extra pace to deal with it. Thought about going back to his keeper, but Blake's keeping him occupied. Sodje comes away with it in the end and did well. Randall not coming on until the ball gets out of play, but here's Thatcher. Tense final 5 minutes here. Pumps the ball forward. Varga wins the head. Alexander needs to get shot. Heavy touch. Need to let his man in. Cross comes Carlisle to win it. What a challenge from Clarke Carlisle when it was required. Here's Elliott. He's got James O'Connor bombing on. There's men in the middle. Akinbiyi, Blake trying to join him. Lafferty's available if required. It's going to go behind him for John Harley. John Harley keeping possession, looking for Lafferty through the middle. He's got a man wide in Robbie Blake. Lafferty goes on the outside of him, ball in for Akinbiyi. What can he do here? Gets it wide once more. Burnley happy to keep possession. Lafferty going to the corner flag. Well, that'll wind Charlton up. He's lost out in there, though, and Varney will clear his lines. Pumps it forward once more for Varney. for Iwelumo. Breaks free here on that far side. There's men in the middle. Lita's offside at the minute. What a great challenge from Varga on that far side. Free kick here. Lafferty felled. And Burnley have got a chance to make that change. And we're going to see Mark Randall for the last 5 minutes or so. And he replaces Robbie Blake, who gets a great reception. Run his heart out as ever. And Randall to come on, just action an extra man in midfield perhaps, just to try and secure the points for Burnley. There'll be memories going back to Saturday, and they were so unlucky at Stoke, weren't they?
Yeah, very unlucky on Saturday. But up to now tonight, the luck is going our way at the moment. We need to keep them out. Let's keep it down that end of the pitch.
Yeah, still dangerous with Lita and Iwelumo up front. Varney getting up to support him when he can. Burnley just pushing up with a high line. Here's Sodje, might look for the ball over the top. We're in the final 4 minutes now. It's with Halford, clips it forward, looking for Iwelumo. Flick on, Lita's all right. No, he's offside. The flag went up. I did worry if Alexander was playing him on, but I think he was just offside.
Yeah, I was glad to see the flag go up on the lines with the yellow flag there, but you never know, do you? Because the position we're in, it's sometimes difficult to decide if it's offside or not, but thankfully the linesman's given it to Burnley. Let's take our time with this.
Király with the kick, get some distance on it. The wind just abated for a minute, then it holds up as it gets towards Akinbiyi. There's a free kick here for Burnley. No plate to take it now. We're inside the final 3 minutes. Might be one for Elliott, maybe. He's in the goal-scoring mode.
Free kick in this second half, Phil, yeah.
I think Randall fancies his chances here. Varga just jogging forward. Just risk one central defender. Carlisle has got that bit of extra pace. He's staying back. It'll be interesting to see how much time we've got added on here. Randall in gloves with James O'Connor. Might fancy a crack here. Varga can't decide whether to go up or not. He's coming back now. And it's going to be Randall. In fact, he's going to take it towards the corner flag, I think. Looking for a 1-2 with James O'Connor. The return ball's overhit. But Randall chasing hard to try and box them in the corner. And he thinks he's won the throw, but he hasn't. It's gone Charlton's way. 2 minutes left then. Burnley lead by a goal to 0. Randall in. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he kicked the ball away, I think. And Phil Joslin will have his name in the book. Just a minute after he's come on. Quick word with him. Might just be adding a bit of extra time on for that as well. Throw to Halford and to Charlton. Throws it inside to McCarthy. Burnley now in these last few minutes have got to be big and strong. Weather this onslaught. It's gone back to Sodje. Carlisle trying to gee up the troops. They can't really play the offside trap through the middle. It's gone long. Alexander wants his keeper to come, and Király will oblige and pick it up. Tices Lita to him, and then he'll kick it out of his hands. We're in the final minute. I'll say it quietly. It was about now that Stoke got their penalty on Saturday. Burnley don't want a repeat of that tonight. They don't deserve a repeat. Here's Elliott down this right-hand side. Gets the ball back, the scorer of the only goal, and what a goal it was. Clip forward, it's not going to meet Akinbiyi. He's not really been in the game since he came on. Here's Jensen, runs into Alexander. Alexander, I thought, stood his ground. Jensen went into him, sort of won the challenge in a way there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I think he went for that, didn't he? Nothing wrong with I could see in that. Free kick taken quickly.
Yeah. Here's Thomas to swing it in. Randall couldn't get it away. Carlisle will. And it's emphatic from Clarke Carlisle. Akinbiyi will turn and chase, cause problems, still chase it. Weaver have to come and head it. My word, it was head tennis between McCarthy and Weaver. McCarthy gets it away. John Harley with the next head. A chase here on that far side for Randall. He gets there. Here's Lafferty. 4 minutes. Aghast. Where have we got 4 minutes from? I can't remember the trainer being on. That is a surprise. It favours Charlton a little bit here. Decision gone against Lafferty. Be a free kick. Where's 4 minutes come from, Keith?
It's got me there, the referee and the fourth official, and anybody else that's made that decision, because, as you said, I don't remember the trainer being on in the second half. We've had 1 or 2 substitutions, but not 4 minutes.
We've got 5 minutes of substitutions. 5 substitutions, so that's what, two and a half minutes perhaps of added time. Header won by Spicer. James O'Connor to the next ball. I think Akinbiyi might have picked a knock-up because he looks to be just labouring a little bit. It's a throw to Charlton, and Halford will take it. Keeper Weaver came to collect. The attendance is 10,780 on what's been a foul night. Cries have come on Burnley. The crowd realise that the next few minutes are important. Carlisle hacks it away. Randall can't win it. Halford in control there. Headed on by Holland. Headed on in turn by Willumo. And Carlisle will get it back to his keeper. Needs a good swing here. He does get it away. Good clearance from Király. It's found Randall. Every touch though from Randall. Nearly exposed Spicer. He might have to go back here. Does to his keeper. Király does well again. We've played a minute and a half of the time added on. Still work to be done for Burnley here. The crowd getting behind them. It's gone back to Weaver. Weaver back here to McCarthy. Akinbiyi chasing hard. Square again for Sodje. Surely there's not a sting in the tail. Burnley lead by a goal to nil, but here's Halford inside the Burnley half. He'll clip a cross in, looking for Willumo. Can't win the header. Oh, it's gone under Alexander's boot, but he'll clear his lines. Gets rid of it for a throw. Thatcher wants the ball. Desperate for the ball. Demands it. It's his throw. Everybody now in the Burnley half. Thatcher's going to try and throw one long. Weaver thought about coming up. Thatcher's got a throw in there. Carlisle with a header away. It's going to come back in though, isn't it? Through Thatcher against once more. It's a poor cross. It's gone behind. It'll be a goal kick. And the referee's telling Király to get on with it. But I don't think there's too much time left. Perhaps 90 seconds. My word, the Clarets are close. He wants another ball here, does Gábor Király. This is close for Burnley, isn't it?
Very close. It's a big 3 points, so we can just hold out for this last 90 seconds or so. Top side, Charlton, and it takes it up, if it stays as it is, Phil, a point behind them.
Yeah. Just a minute left then, by my watch. Big minute here. Burnley have got to just keep possession if they can. It's through with Thatcher. Thatcher will knock it long. Alexander to it first. He'll just help it on. Looking for Elliott. Elliott will get there. Has he won a throw? Not quite. It's kept in, but Elliott looks long, and he's knocked it out of play. It'll be a throw this time to Charlton. I make it, 45 seconds left in this massive Coca-Cola Championship game. Thatcher with the throw. Randall in there to chase it, but it's going to have to go back, is Thatcher. The referee's getting strict. I make it 30 seconds, and I make it Charlton are wasting their own time here. Look like a foul throw perhaps as well from Thatcher. Gets the ball in, chested down, maybe a chance here for Lita. He's 25 yards from goal. Randall holding him up. There's Jensen, gets it wide. 20 seconds left by my watch. Sodje on a barnstorming run. Can he get the cross in? Burnley will get it away. The referee has a look at his watch. He's not quite ready yet. Burnley maybe have to just suffer another cross into the box. And there's hard to play on the far side. That'll be a throw. And surely, Burnley have got the 3 points.
Yeah, I think that's probably it, Phil. Get the throw-in taken. I think they might find the whistle be going in at any second, and the weather's picked up for us as well tonight for us, hasn't it, at the end of the game?
Yeah, 4 minutes have gone. Is Wade Elliott's goal, and off it is. Big result for Burnley. They've done the double over Charlton Athletic. Fantastic win for the Clarets tonight. That all-important goal came on 58 minutes. Layoff from Blake, an absolute scorcher from Wade Elliott. Left-footed, top corner from 25 yards. His first goal of the season, and Burnley have got themselves 3 vital points. There were other chances. Harley just over. Burnley started to shoot on sight. Harley and Mahon just over with efforts. 2 good efforts from Lafferty. Maybe Charlton's best chance was 8 minutes from time when Luke Varney headed well wide. But Burnley, I think, Keith, deserved the 3 points.
Yeah, they were the better team in the first half. We shaded the first half by quite a bit, to be honest. But second half, 5 great chances for Burnley. 4 of them from long range, but what about the goal? It was a scorcher. We can't tell you how good it was, listeners, because it was just too good to describe. Top corner, but you knew where it was going as soon as Elliott hit it. And it was a great play from Robbie Blake that led to the goal. Played the ball off for Elliott, and there it was, top corner. Really, they just had a couple of chances second half. Andy Gray fired over, and then the Varney efforts a little later on. But Burnley, really, Phil, by far the better side tonight in terrible conditions in the first half. But what a goal to win the game.